Hello, everybody, and welcome to race number 3 of the 2023 Phantom Racing League season. Our pole winner tonight is the 24 car, Black Cross 73, his first pole of the season at a 20.423 second lap time. The MJ Brosnan car number 4 that'll start in the second spot. A Black Cross on the inside, MJ on the outside, followed by Bad Fast, Showtime Flash, Loaderman, and Elvin Priest. The green flag waves, and they're already roaring into turn number 1 here at Richmond. Can't miss it, Black Cross in that bright yellow Hertz Chevrolet. Still side by side with MJ, trying to beat him out to the line and lead lap number 1, and he does. Black Cross, our pole sitter, must have had a really quick car for qualifying, but he's currently struggling to establish a rhythm as he has already slid back to 5th. Meanwhile, the top 3 cars closing in on each other. You see interesting line choice there for Bad Fast. He entered a little bit in the middle groove, and he was able to arc it down, and he's going to send it in. He's going to poke his nose through the door, and that door gets shut. He's not going to be able to make the pass this time. Showtime still not giving up on that second spot. Bad Fast able to hold it steady, but I feel like those two have closed in on our leader. It's just going to be a matter of who gets to him first, and they're going to settle it amongst themselves right now. Flash to the inside of Bad Fast into 3. Down the back straightaway. He's going to try to pinch him as much as he can. Doesn't want to give him too much room. You see Haley had the 22 all the way up against the wall. He's having handling issues early on. Hopefully he'll get him fixed by the stage break. And move Flash up the second spot. It'll still be Mike RPM that holds off and wins stage number 1. And Showtime Flash edges out Bad Fast for second. Elvin Priest in 4th. Shovelhead rounds out your top 5. MJ on the inside, Flash on the outside, followed by Bad Fast, Elvin, Shovelhead, Loaderman, Black Cross, 19mm Kari, Portal, then Motorsports, D-Bat, Nomad. Saw one car way up the racetrack, and I think that was D-Bat Baseball who really overcooked it on the start. Saw Shovelhead peeking to the inside of Elvin, wasn't able to get the spot that time. Black Cross sending Loaderman up the racetrack. They're 3 wide right behind them. It's MFF Kari all the way down to the apron to try to make the pass, and we'll see if he can do it. And unfortunately he was not, and we already have a car sideways across the start-finish line, and it's D-Bat Baseball in the 21 machine. We had a little bit of a mix-up further back. And a rough start for the 21 gets even more rough. Both of them trying to get it all the way down and hug that yellow line, but don't want to get too low because that could upset the balance of their car. And I think that's what happened to the 4 car. And insert the 38, a Showtime Flash out in front. New leader, 38. Mike all over the bumper of the 38. Peek in the nose. Opening the door to the inside. All the way downstairs, and he's going to make the pass. With the 4 car back out in front. Flash might have gotten the wall trying to give him room, but he's still keeping that thing under control, keeping that engine wound up. And now Bad Fast. He's going to go for seconds here. Literally second place. He wants what some of that 4 car is having, though. But Bad Fast up into the second spot. We saw the 1 of Ed, though, in. Nomad is in. 1-9 is in the wall. He was in something, just not in the pits, and that's caught the tail end of that. I don't know what led to that. He's still trying to hang on to it. Battle for third continues between Elvin and Bad Fast. They got a score to settle, and they're still trying to settle it. Still side by side, dead even through entry and exit. They might have made a little bit of contact here. Good exit for the 51 cars. He's going to try to clear Bad Fast for that third spot. Bad Fast trying to keep it wound up. Elvin was able to clear him, but that momentum's got to go somewhere, and he tried to take it to the bottom, but I'm not sure if it'll be enough here as we ride on board with the 48 car. Sending it back down. Oh, he's sending it in really deep. Elvin probably wasn't expecting it. He tried to close it off as much as he could, and he tags the wall as a result. Bad Fast back up to third. Bad Fast overshot the corner that time. And now he gets into the wall. Now it's time for Elvin's counterattack. Back down to the inside. Into turn number 3 and off of 4. Not much of an opportunity to side draft. Look at that defensive line into 1. Very, very shallow entry. Was able to wrap around the bottom and protect that spot at all costs. But that's also allowing the 24 to continue to close in. These guys still haven't decided who's going to run into the third spot. Elvin back to the inside off of turn number 4. Oh, and they're crashing at line. I think that'll be the end of the stage. And I think that's going to be MJ Bross who get the sweep and win the first 2 stages. Showtime Flash in the second spot. Elvin Priest actually gets ahead of Bad Fast, and he'll take the third spot away from him. One more stage to go. The green flag waves once again here at Richmond. Elvin Priest gained a spot on the pit stop, and he's going to be in the second spot. Bad Fast in that number 48 car hung out to dry on the outside. He's going to lose a couple of spots. He loses one to Black Cross. He's going to lose another to Shovelhead. And look who else is also moving up through the pack, the 8 of Nomad. Now, I don't remember exactly who got the lucky dog, so we'll have to look back on that. But right now, the 48 dropping back on this restart. That's not what he wanted to see. Elvin Priest is going to lose the second spot to Flash here. And he's going to lose another here to Black Cross if he can complete the pass on him into turn number 3. Apparently, the number 8 car of MFF Nomad got really tight off of turn number 2. Bounced off the outside wall like a beach ball and right into the path of Ed, though, resulting in a 2-car collision down the back straightaway. And that is the cause of our first crash of the night. Will be MJ, the control car ahead of Flash, ahead of Shovelhead, Black Cross, Bad Fast, Elvin Priest, Portal Guy, Loaderman, Motorsports Fan. Portal Guy all over the bumper. Bad Fast nowhere to go. Carried way too much speed. More than he would have liked. But nothing too serious at the moment. These guys are getting it back underway here. As we try to watch on board with Shovelhead, see what's going on behind him. He gets it onto the apron here, and that's going to be an opportunity for Black Cross to get around him. A little bit of contact down the back straightaway, sends it in deep into 3. Shovelhead trying to build momentum on the outside, wasn't quite enough to stay side by side with him as he gets cleared for third. And next in line at the toll booth is Elvin Priest, who also wants a pass on the 14 car. As we got a battle for the lead here. 38 all the way down to the inside of the 4 down the back straightaway. Oh, set it in a little bit too hot. Gets a little bit of contact, but either way, he's still going to make the pass and put the 38 back out in front. Showtime, Flash 9. Your race leader ahead of MJ Bross in the 4 car, running P2. Black Cross, our pole sitter, back up to third, and FR Shovelhead in P4. Side by side. Between the 51 and the 14. Let's see if Elvin can clear this 14 Ford of Shovelhead, who doesn't really have much of a choice there, just could not keep it on the outside, and the 51 of Elvin Priest is going to get the spot back. Once again, that is for 4th. Back to the battle up front. Let's see if that's calmed down at all. Not a chance. They're still nose to tail. With less than 40 laps to go, these guys still got one more pit stop to make, mind you, so as much as I would love to see this battle go all the way to the checkered flag, this battle could be won on the pit stop that is coming up here. So we'll keep an eye on these top two cars and maybe some of the cars behind them as they might try to undercut our leaders here to get out in front. Speaking of undercutting, we got some guys already doing it. The 48 of Bad Fast, the 53 of Loaderman, taking advantage of some fresh rubber and hoping to get out ahead of the pit cycle 4-car in on pit road. There's the 38 of Showtime Flash. He's still out there, not ready to pit yet. The 14 of Shovelhead is also in. As these two again, no matter what, they just can't shake each other off. They're still battling for the third spot, even after the pit stop. Elvin trying to fake him out there. Inside, outside, where am I gonna go? Never mind, I'm just gonna go straight to your bumper. If that's what it's gonna take. It's a short track, these guys can do it. But right now, I was gonna say the 48 was edging out ahead of the 51, but he gets into the wall off of turn number 2, and Elvin Priest slots himself back up to third. The gap between him and Showtime Flash, who is now back up to second. We saw these two battling earlier on. Showtime, one of the last cars to pit during the pit sequence, so he's got the freshest tires out of anyone in the top 5. He's got the advantage over the 4-car. It's just a matter if he has enough time to run him down. As we got less than 10 laps to go, 8 laps to go in this race. Oh, he is there now, less than a tenth. And you see the tire advantage that 38 car has all the way down to the inside, painting that yellow line off of turn number 4. The 4-car trying to keep it in the gas as much as he can. And the 38 of Showtime Flash back out in front. With 2 laps to go. Unless the 4-car is anything for him. He's still there though. The white flag's gonna wave. 1 more lap to go. These two have been nose to tail throughout the entire final stage. And they have met each other once again. What's the 4-car gonna do? He's gonna set it in there. And he's gonna give him the bumper. He's gonna send him up the racetrack off of turn number 4. Side by side, and Flash is gonna hold him off and get the checkered flag for back-to-back weeks here in the Phantom Racing League. What a finish, what a battle, what a race. Flash is gonna overcome the bumper that Mike has given him in the final turn at a desperation move for the finish. And it was a valiant effort by the 4 of Mike RPM, but it just wasn't enough to get the checkered flag, as he'll have to settle for second once again. Let's take a look at the final results here, and for the second time in 3 races this season, the race win has been decided by less than a tenth of a second, as Showtime Flash comes home victorious for the second week in a row. As for Mike, who comes up 1 spot short yet again, he isn't going to be leaving this empty-handed, since he did score the first 2 stage wins, and those will go a long way later on in the season. Another solid showing for our pole sitter Black Cross, who comes home in the 3rd spot. Elvin Priest right behind him in 4th. Bad Fast in the 48 car rounds out the top 5. FR Shovelhead gets his best finish of the season in 6th. Poor guy right behind him in the 7th spot. Loaderman, a quiet night for him, comes home in 8th. 19mm had to recover from a pit road accident in the 2nd stage. He'll finish in the 9th spot, and the last car on the lead lap, MFF Nomad, rounds out the top 10, 1 lap down. Ed in Motorsports also 1 down, DBAT 2 down, a very rough night for him. And we had 2 drivers make their season debut in this race, and neither one of them were able to make it to the finish. Those 2 being Hale Yeah in the 22 out with handling issues, and NFF Kari out with a blown engine. And that about wraps everything up for us here at Richmond. Tune in next week for race number 4 of the 2023 Phantom Racing League Tour at Kansas Speedway. Will we see Showtime Flash go for the hat trick, or will we see someone new in victory lane? I want to thank everyone who's been tuning in as of lately, and if you don't want to miss a race, make sure to hit the subscribe button and the bell next to it. We do races every Thursday night at 9:05 Eastern Time. Once again, you are watching the Phantom Racing League here on YouTube, and we'll see you next time.